Hey everybody, welcome back to Ori and the Blind Forest. Last time, we restored the waters of the Ginso tree, which actually had a huge effect on the world. All the water is clear now and we can swim around in it. We have an air meter, of course, but yeah. I love that the letting the elements, or rather restoring the elements, actually matters. Like, it actually opens up the world to you more, and there's so many games where you do something and it doesn't really seem to have an effect. Let alone, like, it just sort of happens, like, there's no real, like, visual element to it, like there was with Escape in the Ginso tree. But let alone, there's a huge effect on it in the world. I love that about this game, that it makes each element, letting each element, not only an element, or like a spectacle, but it makes it a thing to help you progress and find more items and shit. I love it. Anyway, we can blow that up to drain some water into here, and that'll allow us to get this. And now that we have this open, we could continue going towards the Misty Woods, like Sign told us to, but before we go there, there's a Definitive Edition area that specifically I want to do now, because we have the light burst, and also it's sort of convenient to go there now. I think you can only do it after this area is opened, or after the waters are restored, rather. But first off, we of course have this bottom part of the Thornfelt Swamp to explore, which most of these areas there's going to be air pockets and stuff, but there's one new ability we can find, which you actually need to get out of the Thornfelt Swamp, now that we've fallen. And yeah, no, Gumo saved us. Even though he was kind of our enemy a little bit ago, he stole the water vein and all, he saw how kind we were to him, and we saved him despite, you know, him screwing with us a little bit, but he helped us out anyway. So we have another ability point. We'll probably get, I kind of want to keep 2 just in case, just so I have this ability ready to go, but until we're near that, I'll spend 1 on whatever I just got. I actually don't remember. I don't think we can access the ability tree outside of having a save point, so we'll have to find out what I got later, or rather right now, because there's land and also I want to save anyway. So we got the Spark Flame, which just makes Sign stronger. Okay, well, good. That wasn't that important of an upgrade then. It was just a nice upgrade to have. Wasn't huge, which is good because I completely forgot to mention what it was when we got it. Anyway, I love this song, by the way. It's so happy and cheerful, which after just having gotten attacked by Kudo, it's a very nice change of pace from the kind of tense music that played when we were getting chased by Kudo. I like how the game as well goes from such a happy moment to, you restored the water, yes, good job, to, okay, Kudo's here, get out. It just shifts tones so quickly, but does it so well. And also, I need to commend how well hidden Kudo was in the background of the scene after we restored the Ginso tree. That was, like, I was legitimately kind of shocked when they first appeared. So, kudos to Moon Studios on that. Kudos to Moon Studios on fucking everything with this game, mind, but yeah. So, kill these piranhas just for some extra spirit energy. Because at this point, we can get all of our upgrades kind of rapidly because we have spirit efficiency. This is why I suggest going for that first, because especially when we get energy cells and stuff, they give you a ton of ability, or a ton of energy. It's so good. Like, there's parts of the game where you get 4 or 5 in one area, and usually that would give you, like, you know, 1 or 2 ability upgrades, whatever. And with this, it gives you, like, 4 or 5, and it's amazing. Like, a spirit efficiency, you might think at first, well, it's not going to upgrade that much, but no, it's super helpful. Stomp. So, we can now just basically do a ground pound. Pretty cool. We can break ground with it, obviously. Well, I guess we're using that anyway. I was so used to using that, that I sort of instinctively did. But no, we have the stomp now, so we don't need you anymore. Unfortunately, we can't break that, because we can't really stomp up. But there is this pillar here that opens that. How do we... Oh, we open that later. Never mind. That's a thing for later. So the stomp is also, of course, helpful in combat. specifically against this guy, it'll de-armor him. Another thing you can do, stomp, light burst, not light burst, bash the enemy down so you launch yourself up, and then just stomp again. We'll see a better example of this later on an enemy that has more health, but it is super, super broken, and just basically demolishes any enemy that, like, they have no chance of dealing with you when you can just keep them grounded and continuously deal strong damage to them with the stomp. It's kind of ridiculous. So we can't get those two upgrades yet. We'll worry about them significantly later, like near the end of the game. We can break that weak part of the log, though, to get that. To get more energy, which is awesome. And then just hop over here. Now we have the stomp. We can get out of Thornfeld Swamp. Deal with this guy. Launch up. And there you go. Stomp and bash are just the perfect combat combination. I love doing that so much. It's so fun. Anyway, we need to go, let's see. We need to make our way back over here to the Sunken Glades, which means we need to go down. But first, if we head up, there's a secret passage, which will lead to a little bit of little upgrade. And then we can't go any further there anyway, so should have just gone here anyway. Shouldn't even really mentioned it. And break that. Be careful there because it drops you into spikes. I knew it was somewhere, I just didn't know where, and it turns out I dropped right into the spikes. Good job, me. Good job. Anyway. The stomp is just so much fun. This looks so cool, and then, you know, of course you can just now demolish enemies like that. Right down here, we just have another thing we can break open. Which... Oh, so close! Come on! We just need to kill, like, literally one enemy and we'll have an upgrade. Which, luckily, the enemy... Actually, we don't even need to kill the enemy. Because we can burst up here. Oh, come on. Then this is a bit tricky, because the wall is a bit strangely shapen, but that gives us an upgrade. Which, thankfully, didn't kill the enemy, because I kind of need the enemy. Well, I guess I don't need the enemy. I'll just fucking jump across the spikes. Sure, whatever. Enemy can die now. What do you mean it's an unsafe zone? Oh, I guess because there's a spider here. We'll kill... yeah, I can kill him. That's fine. I can just double jump across here. And now we can save and use our ability point on Charge Flame Burn, which just makes the Charge Flame better, basically. So, cool. I don't like how that visual effect stays when we go into the map. So we need to head left. Also, actually, wait. We could warp. However, well, let's warp. Like I said, we'll do cleanup later. I know some upgrades, even just looking at them on the map, I can get right now. Usually the map can give you a good idea of what you can and cannot get at that moment. But for now, I'm not going to worry about it. I'll swap over to Sunken Glades. So again, this is something you can only do in Definitive Edition. In the original version, you can't. And usually, if I'm not recording, I actually would just walk over there. But, save time. So we found the home of Naru and her father, where they used to live, and now it's all dark, and obviously has all these corrupted creatures. So we have to make our way through here without much light. Only these mushrooms and, of course, ourselves were signed to light the way. However, there are these like glowing, floaty platforms that we can go across and make our way through. And right over here... a gift from the spirit tree to Naru. Might explain why she was so eager to take us in, I guess? Or more so, what's the word? Like receptive to us, I guess? Even though, obviously, we were nothing like her. We obviously aren't their child of any sort, but hey. So another cool thing about being able to fight with Sign and not with like any specific Ori abilities, obviously I've shown the Stomp and the Bash can be used for very, very cool combat functions, is that if you're carrying something like this, Ori's maneuverability and, well, just maneuverability in general, goes down the tank. Like, they can't do anything except move and like do a single jump. They can't even double jump anymore. So being able to fight with Sign is very convenient because we can carry things and have our maneuverability limited while still having a very consistent, strong attack, especially if you've gotten more combat upgrades than I have by this point. Sign will be a very, very competent way to fight. I should mention as well, we are doing this now. This is a definitive edition exclusive area, the Black Root Burrows, and you can do this as soon as you finish the Ginso tree. I think you can go through this first part earlier than that. I think once you get the wall jump, which you get just to the left of where this area is, you can at least get through this first part. However, getting further down into the Black Root Burrows, I think you do need the burst for that. So, also I'm going to keep calling it the burst and the bash just because my mind's stupid, so sorry. Arrow launchy thingy is a better way to say it. Just whenever I say burst or bash, just know that's what I'm talking about. I think you need that to get further down into the area past the initial point, which we're in now. But here you can do basically any time. You don't need any specific abilities for this. At least I think so. You might need like double jump or something, in which case you need to go through Gumo's hideout, which at that point you're basically at the Ginso tree already, so just do that. I don't know. I've always just done this after the... Okay, we need to leave this here. Put down flight trigger. And then pull this lever. Yeah, I've always just done this after the Ginso tree, so... So that will raise that pedestal up, which we'll worry about later. For now, I want to do a tricky thing. Jump over here and not make it. Okay, no, that's fine. Let's just go over here then. The light ball is following us. So we're going to sort of plop it onto this pedestal, even though it dropped onto the pedestal before anyway. Okay, that's weird. With that, light is restored to Black Root Burrows. Alright, so now we can explore this in earnest. Another upgrade. Definitive Edition exclusive upgrade, for that matter. The dash. Just press RB, and we dash away. We go really, really fast. And I wanted to hold on to the 2 ability points specifically, because now we can just get air dash, which allows us to do a single dash in the air. You can only do 1 even after a double jump, you don't get it back, but still, it's super helpful. I think you do get it back after a wall jump. Well, I'm dead. Yeah, I think you get it back after a wall jump. In fact, we can test that by triggering you. Jumping off, dashing. Oh, you don't get it back after wall jump. Huh. I thought you did. I guess you don't. Okay, well, you get wall jump per your time in the air, which is more than enough because you zip really far from it. So it really should not be a problem to only have 1 dash in the air, to be honest with you. I mean, it'd be cool if you could do more, but it's really unnecessary. Anyway, we're heading back up here because I fell. Great. Okay, good. Good on me. Let's try this again. Because these I think we can't grab onto, so maybe we can't grab onto those. Okay, whatever. I want to dash over here and get this. The real reason I came up here is because that fills in the map, and there have been Fuck! Okay, well I did that again. Also, I should mention this first ability here lets us use Soul Links again to save. I never really brought that up, but that's what it does. What was I saying? Right. That area counts for map completion. There have been countless times where I have played this game and forgot to go there, and so map completion isn't isn't there, and so I have like 99% in Black Root Burrows, and I can't see what I missed because I didn't miss anything. I just missed a part of the map. It's kind of annoys me then that map completion is a part of 100%. Anyway, there was a lever over there at the top of that section that we need to pull in order to open this gate, and then just dash through in order to just barely go under it. And now we just need to avoid this boulder. You could technically jump behind it there, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to. And that boulder should kill you. Yep. And now that boulder is obviously blocking the energy cell, so we can just stomp it and get rid of it. And that gives us more upgrades. What do I want to get? Well, what's next in our combat list? Well, I guess let's pound this first. Oh, come on, Ori. Totally not my fault of me, the professional player gamer. Whatever. This opens up a way back to the Moon Grotto, I believe. Yeah. So more shortcuts. Yeah, this world gets very interconnected later, which is very nice because it means significantly less backtracking. Did we get the map fragment yet, or do we get it over here? I don't know. Anyway, let's check our ability cells, our ability tree rather. Next combat upgrade is Split Flame, which is really good. Actually, I'm gonna want this soon. Shit. Soul Link restores 2 life cells, makes life cells show up on the map. I'm not gonna worry about that right now because I'm just gonna clean up later anyway. Soul Link restores 2 life cells, huh? Or no. Wait, yeah. I think I'm just gonna go for Split Flame and then work towards having another ability point for that in just a minute because I'm gonna want that soon. You might guess we're getting another ability soon as well. Is the map marker? Where was the map marker? Did I miss it? Not seeing it. There is some stuff we missed in that area, but we'll go back for it. Must be further down then, or something. Because that should be the map marker for Black Root Burrows. Huh. I don't know. Whatever. So yeah, you need the stomp actually to get further in this area, which means you need to complete the Ginso tree and get out of the Windfeld Swamp. So just because backtracking here would be kind of, not annoying because there's a warp point, but like inconvenient. Or no, unnecessary is the better word. Just do it after you do the Ginso tree because it's fairly easy to get here from there, especially since you can just warp in Definitive Edition. And just do it then, because then you'll just be able to clear the whole thing in one go and go into this Lost Grove now. So we need to dash past here and die. That was not part of the plan, but it's what happened regardless, so I'm gonna say there's part of the plan. You'll be none the wiser. Except for the fact I told you it wasn't. But if I never told you it wasn't part of the plan, I probably still would have assumed it wasn't. Because my plan in these videos is largely never to die. Unless you count Pikmin, in which case, well, my point wasn't to die, but I had to get footage of the bad ending, which means Alamar. I don't know if he dies or is he reborn as a Pikmin. Either way, if you count that, then there's that. And also maybe like some parts in other games, I don't know. It's probably in some time I purposefully die in the video game, in these videos. Did I need the dude? There's a dude over there. Whatever, I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I might need him later, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. So now with these crows we can burst off of. Let's see. Kinda wishing I had that mapstone fragment now, but So Naru's father wasn't exactly happy about her playing with these other Ori-like creatures, and that also might have been why Naru was so happy to take us in, because, well, we reminded her of her friends from her youth. Anyway, another new ability here. This is the Light Burst. This is the thing that basically completely breaks the game once you know what you're doing with it. We'll get to why later, but for now, what it allows you to do is basically throw a light ball, and that allows you to light these lanterns around the world, which opens up new pathways and secrets. There's a lot of puzzles in Definitive Edition that were essentially changes to older puzzles, because they had some other strange, obtuse solution. Like there was a random peg somewhere completely unrelated that opened up some pathway. Instead it was changed to, here's a lantern that's much closer to the actual location of the ability, the upgrade you need to get. And here's a light burst puzzle. And it's just a lot better. It's much easier to figure out when it's, you know, you can see the solution somewhere. You just need to figure out how to get there, and then what you need to do to like throw the ball of light into there. It's a lot better, in my opinion, than what was there previously. However, it is like the charge flame where you do need an energy cell to use it. However, it only uses half an energy cell from the start, unlike the charge flame, which automatically starts using one energy cell, and then you upgrade it to use half of one. So there's an energy cell over here, which gives us ability cell. Which gives us the ability to get Ultra Light Burst, which just makes Light Burst better. And from here, Ultra Stomp would be good, but I need 4 to get that. And pretty much all of these upgrades from now on are good. This one's not necessary because I'm not really going to go for these right now. But it'd be good to have like this one at least, and maybe this one. Well, more so this one to find hidden areas. But again, we're going to clean up later in the game anyway. Soul Link to restore 2 life cells. This one's really good. In fact, I think I'm going to go for Charge Dash because that's a really fun ability. And then Water Breathe is nice as well, I guess, but it's not necessary. Every upgrade we're going to get, every upgrade in this game is just helpful to some degree. And that's what I love. That there's not really an upgrade that feels useless to me. And the fact that you have oh, I'm not going to make it. I made it. Okay. The fact you get upgrades to show you where things are on the map, like directly, means it's not very frustrating to 100% this game. And it doesn't require that much backtracking. And even if you do, or even if you do have to backtrack, Ori moves so fast, and it's so, especially with Definitive Edition where you can warp around, it's not really that big of a deal. Anyway, what you saw me do there, you can actually bash off of the Light Burst balls. And at first you might think, that's not that big of a deal, but then you think about it for a second, and you realize you can, you completely negate the wall jump, because you can just do a bash whenever you want. Not completely negates it, but it makes it like it's a nice addition to it, and makes it so you can scale even higher walls, especially if you trick things out a little bit. And here is actually where they teach you about this. This is an intended mechanic, which I guess like the wall jump and not mock ball. What was the other glitch? Not glitch. Bomb jumping in like Super Metroid is there. It's like kind of taught to you. But they don't tell you all the stupid, ridiculous things you can do with it, especially with the wall jump. You can just... It's kind of like that. You can kind of break Super Metroid in half with the wall jump. And it's similar here. You can use the Light Burst to kind of break the game in half if you know what you're doing. But you really do have to know what you're doing. Granted, it's significantly easier to use the Light Burst than it is to do the wall jump at Super Metroid. So, there's that. But I think it's similar still. And 3 okay. Yeah, we can easily just go for, what was this one over here? This was Ultra Soul Link, which gives us 2 health now. We're going to make a Soul Link. That's always helpful. And next up, we will get Charge Dash. In fact, we're going to get that really soon, probably, because there's a bunch of enemies here. And, of course, we have Spirit Efficiency, so... And a bunch of shit we can destroy here if we just throw our things, our Light Burst carefully. More so, we have to aim it carefully in order to actually get down to that lantern. That took me a long time to do on my first playthrough. For some reason, that shot just really confused me. I don't really know why. Another thing you can do with Light Burst is you can just tap LB and it'll automatically target an enemy or anything else that can be targeted with an attack. Say, I think it'll actually target that up there. Yes, but it just bounced off it. Luckily, it exploded and still destroyed it. But it'll just basically auto-target enemies and stuff, so it's another nice addition to combat. Everything in this game is either a nice addition to combat, a nice addition to maneuverability, or both. And everything has a purpose. Everything is amazing. And we already got another ability point. I fucking love it. The sense of progression you get this late in the game, it happens so fast. It's really satisfying to just like burst through these upgrades. So here's charge dash. What that allows us to do is to hold left trigger to charge up a dash and just charge at enemies like that. And it's so fun. Because again, it's just another thing that kind of breaks the game in half. Because you can just dash up to enemies super easily and also just like kind of destroy them. It does a ton of damage. It also just feels and looks really satisfying. Like, fuck that guy, he's dead. He is easily super dead. That guy too. Just now you can just basically destroy anything you want. And again, just super satisfying. Once you get past the Ginso tree, your abilities just start piling in, and it's really nice to feel just how strong Ori gets so quickly, especially if you've gotten spirit efficiency, because it just makes everything so much faster. You need to die, Piranha. You're not going to chase me. So this is a secret area that leads to an ability cell. It also helps that this area specifically, it feels like they reward you for going through it by just giving you ability cell after ability cell. Like, you just get full abilities, and like you can get easily 4 or 5 upgrades throughout this one area. It's ridiculous. Oh, okay, I'm gonna die. I should probably mention the swimming controls as well are very smooth and very good. It's not like Mario, obviously. You could probably tell that by just looking at it. Well, it's kind of like Mario. The comparison I'll draw is the frog suit in Mario 3 and the penguin suit in the new Super Mario Bros. Games. It basically controls exactly like that. It's not really... It's actually kind of fun to go through water areas in this game because of just how smoothly Ori controls, let alone the fact later on, or as soon as you want to, really, you can get an upgrade to just breathe in water anyway. Anyway, here we have to throw this light burst over on these bouncing panels in order to blow that part up, and now we can just burst over here. So I love the ability that I wish they used the light burst more. Like in Will of the Wisps, I'm really hoping light burst is used throughout the entire game and not just for like lantern lighting puzzles, because it is a super fun ability to use and aim and everything. Another ability cell, Jesus Christ. It is really fun to use, and I hope in Will of the Wisps that it's used more. What do I want to get? Triple jump is cool, but I don't really need it. Water breathe is nice, but I'm not gonna really need that either. I guess I'll just clear the combat upgrades, I guess, and then focus. All this is cool, but it's kind of supplementary. All this is still supplementary, but still really helpful. Like, this is going to make combat much easier. And then everything else, I use to stomp a lot, so that's going to be great. Yeah, all this is just going to be really good to have. So I'll just go for my combat upgrades now, and then focus on everything else later. Especially now that we have like light burst and everything, and we can just completely bash through enemies and destroy them. Like, they have no chance to fight us. It's really awesome. So we need to press on this switch and dash over here. And the stomp actually has a huge radius as well when you fall. So you can easily just stomp through those like ground dragon enemy things. I don't know what they'd be called. I have no idea what those would be. And can I just mention, I fucking love the music for Black Root Burrows and the Lost Grotto. It's amazing. So Naru lost her father in a similar way to how we lost Naru. Just makes Naru that much more special to know this much about her. Anyway. With that, we've explored all of Black Root Burrows. We don't quite have 100%, mainly because there's... Actually, you know what? Before we end this, let's head back to the Sunken Glades. We also could have warped... Well, no, this is much better, because we could have warped as well to the Black Root Burrows warp point, but this is much easier, because pretty much everything we missed in Black Root Burrows is in this first part, I think. Unless we missed some map section. But it doesn't look like we did. Those two items should be all we missed. So let's just go ahead and grab those real quick, and at least 100% one area of this game so far. Just to have it done, basically. So there's an energy point. And then down here should be something. There it is. Energy cell. And there we go. That should be 100%. 99. Are you fucking kidding me? Where? Where's the map section? Where the fuck? Is that, if that one thing counts? Is that one thing? Does that count as being in Black Root Burrows for some reason? That's kind of stupid if it does. Okay. Sorry. I know I should end the video. It's going on really long. Well, longer than usual, maybe. Can't really tell how long this video's been going on for reasons. But, I want to see if that counts for some stupid reason as being... Oh, can I not make that jump? Seriously? Please, just make the jump. There we go. I want to see if for some stupid reason that counts as being in Black Root Burrows. Because if it does, that's real... Just jump! Why am I so bad at video games? There. Jesus Christ. Okay. Kill everything in my path. I don't want to deal with any of it. Just get over here. Because this... You are a bastard. This puzzle uses a light burst. So I'm thinking maybe since it uses light burst and it's right outside Black Root Burrows, for some reason, this counts as being in Black Root Burrows, which would be really dumb. And usually when the thing is at 99%, it mainly means you didn't get a map area. No. Okay, so I missed a map area. Oh, boy. Where... Oh, wait. Do I have a map stone? No, I don't. I never filled in the map, did I? Well, where's the mapstone fragment? Did I never get that? Don't I have an upgrade that... Also, like the drawings of the Oris there. Don't I have an upgrade that shows me where those are? Or did I not get that yet? Make life cells, energy cells. I don't know. We'll tell you what. We'll deal with this later. Because I can't see where I missed a map area. I just can't. Nothing looks darkened out to me. Darkened out areas are things you haven't explored yet. Nothing looks darkened out to me. So we'll just have to go through later and find out what I missed and how I missed it. Because I honestly have no clue what's going on here. Unless there's a life cell somewhere. You know what? Fuck this. Well, no, because then it's going to be energy cell. And also, again, 99% usually just means you missed an area on the map somehow. So I'll deal with that later. Oh. Motherfucker. And there's the bloody mapstone filled in, even though we've revealed everything on the map. But now that's 100% in Black Root Burrows. Jesus Christ. Okay, back to the Sunken Glade. And that's gonna be it for this episode. Jesus Christ. Whatever. You know what? It's cool. It's alright. I'm not even mad. Not even remotely upset. Not at anything. Not at myself. Not at the game. Nothing. I'm perfectly calm. That said, this game's a piece of shit. With that said, this is the end of the episode. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.